Welcome to our channel Valuable Coins All World. In this video, I gave you information about United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please see this full video. Thanks. Top 1. Today, we're diving into one coin that holds a special place in American numismatics, the Washington quarter dollar from 1973. For decades, the Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency, and in 1973, it was no different. However, the 1973 Washington quarter stands out not just for its historical significance, but because of certain rare variations that can make it worth far more than its face value. To understand the significance of the 1973 Washington quarter, let's start with its design. This coin was first minted in 1932 to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington, and it quickly became a symbol of American pride. Over the years, it has been minted in various versions, with the 1973 version being no exception. This coin features the well-known image of George Washington on the obverse, and on the reverse, you'll find the eagle, which represents the United States and its ideals of strength and freedom. But while the 1973 Washington quarter may seem like an ordinary coin on the surface, it's the details that can truly make a difference in its value. Not all 1973 Washington quarters are worth the same amount. Many are still in circulation today, valued at just 25 cents. However, there are some rare and valuable coins from this year that have become highly sought after by collectors. One of the primary factors that influence the value of any coin is its rarity. Most of the 1973 Washington quarters were minted in large quantities, meaning that they are still relatively common today. However, there are a few factors that can make a specific coin more valuable, including the coin's condition, its mint mark, and whether there are any errors in its production. For example, if you come across a 1973 quarter in exceptional condition, especially one that is graded MS65 or higher, it could fetch a higher price than the average coin. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they show little to no signs of wear, are far more valuable to collectors. The better the condition, the higher the price. Another important detail to consider is the mint mark. The United States Mint produces coins in different locations, and each mint marks its coins with a letter to indicate where they were made. The mint marks for the 1973 Washington quarter include D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark, which indicates that the coin was produced in Philadelphia. Coins with certain mint marks can be rarer than others, which directly impacts their value. But there's one specific variation of the 1973 Washington quarter that has made waves in the world of coin collecting: the rare error coin. Sometimes, coins are minted with flaws, whether it's a misstrike, an incorrect die, or a double die, that can increase their value significantly. A 1973 Washington quarter with an error or mistake, such as a double strike or other noticeable flaw, has the potential to fetch a hefty sum. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a coin worth so much more than its face value? The answer lies in its rarity and the demand for it. Coin collectors, investors, and numismatists are constantly on the lookout for rare, historical, or unique coins that can add value to their collections. The 1973 Washington quarter is one of those coins that can be worth more than just its face value, especially if it's one of the rare, error-struck examples. In fact, while most 1973 Washington quarters are worth their original 25-cent value, a few rare and well-preserved examples have sold for mind-boggling amounts. For instance, one particular 1973 Washington quarter with a rare error was sold for an astonishing sum of $87,000. This proves that even seemingly ordinary coins, with the right characteristics, can yield incredible returns for those lucky enough to find them. The next time you come across a 1973 Washington quarter, don't just dismiss it as another piece of pocket change. Take a closer look. Is it in exceptional condition? Does it have any errors or unique features? If so, you might just have a valuable coin in your hands, one that could be worth much more than you ever expected. Coins like the 1973 Washington quarter remind us of the fascinating world of numismatics and how history is not only preserved in books and monuments but also in the very coins we use every day. So, keep your eyes peeled. Who knows what hidden treasures might be waiting in your spare change? Top 2. The history of the United States is rich with stories told through its coins, many of which have served as symbols of the country's growth, identity, and values. One of the most iconic coins in American history is the Washington quarter, first minted in 1932 to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. Today, we're going to dive into the details of a specific year's coin, the Washington quarter from 1974, and uncover what makes it so intriguing and why it's worth far more than just 25 cents to collectors and investors. The Washington quarter from 1974 may look like just another quarter, but if you take a closer look, you'll see that its value could be a lot higher than you expected. While most 1974 Washington quarters are found in everyday pockets or circulating around the country, there are a few rare examples that stand out, capturing the attention of numismatists and collectors alike. But why exactly are these coins worth so much more than their face value? Let's begin by looking at the coin's design, which remains largely unchanged since its introduction in 1932. On the obverse of the Washington quarter, you'll see the well-known portrait of George Washington, facing left. The design was created by artist John Flanagan and has become an enduring symbol of American pride and history. On the reverse side, you'll find a representation of an eagle in flight, clutching an olive branch and arrows. This emblem serves as a reminder of America's strength, freedom, and commitment to peace. Though the Washington quarter of 1974 shares this familiar design, its value isn't just in its aesthetics. The value of any coin is determined by a variety of factors, with rarity being one of the most important. The 1974 Washington quarter was minted in significant quantities, meaning that there are plenty of them still circulating. However, the true value comes from finding a rare, well-preserved specimen, especially one with unique characteristics. The first factor that can affect the value of a coin is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with the higher grades fetching higher prices. A 1974 Washington quarter in pristine condition, graded MS 65 or higher, will naturally be more valuable than a coin that shows signs of wear and tear. A coin that has been well preserved over time, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, holds a special appeal to collectors who are looking to add flawless specimens to their collections. Another critical element that can influence the value of a 1974 Washington quarter is its mint mark. Mint marks indicate where the coin was produced, with D representing the Denver Mint, S representing the San Francisco Mint, and no mint mark indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. While all of these versions are generally common, certain mint marks, particularly from San Francisco, may be rarer and therefore more valuable depending on the circumstances surrounding their production. What truly makes some 1974 Washington quarters stand out in the eyes of collectors are the rare error coins. Coins can sometimes be struck with mistakes, whether it's a misalignment of the dies, an improperly stamped design, or even double-struck errors. These imperfections often make the coin more interesting to collectors, as errors are more difficult to find. If a 1974 Washington quarter has a mistake in its minting process, such as a double die, off-center strike, or any other noticeable error, it could be worth significantly more than a regular, correctly struck quarter. Now, you may be wondering just how much a 1974 Washington quarter could be worth if you happen to stumble upon one of these rare, error-struck coins. Well, the answer might surprise you. While the vast majority of these coins are still valued at just 25 cents, a very specific 1974 Washington quarter, one with the right combination of condition and rarity, has sold for an astounding sum of $83,000. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly simple quarter, when in the right condition and with the right characteristics, could fetch a price that far exceeds its face value. So, the next time you're checking your spare change or browsing through coin collections, remember that not all coins are created equal. A 1974 Washington quarter may look like just another ordinary coin at first glance, but with a little attention to detail, you could uncover something much more valuable. Whether it's an error, an exceptional grade, or just a particularly rare mint mark, these coins are a prime example of how history and rarity come together to create something truly remarkable in the world of coin collecting. Sometimes the most unexpected finds can lead to the biggest rewards. So, if you ever come across a 1974 Washington quarter, don't just toss it aside. It could very well be the key to an incredible discovery, one that could make you the proud owner of a coin worth a staggering $83,000. Keep your eyes open, because the next hidden treasure could be right in your pocket. Top 3. We're focusing on a particular year, the 1979 Washington quarter, and why this coin, while seemingly ordinary, has the potential to be worth a lot more than its face value. The Washington quarter, introduced in 1932, was designed by artist John Flanagan, and its design has remained relatively consistent over the decades. On the front, we see a portrait of George Washington, facing left, a timeless representation of the man who shaped the nation. On the reverse side, there's an eagle, a symbol of freedom and strength. By 1979, this coin was already a well-established part of the American economy, circulating widely across the country as part of everyday life. But if you dig a little deeper into the 1979 Washington quarter, you'll find that not all of these coins are the same. While most quarters from this year are still worth their original 25 cents, there are a few exceptional examples that have caught the eye of collectors and numismatists. These rare versions of the 1979 Washington quarter can be worth far more than just pocket change. So, what makes these coins so valuable? To begin with, the value of any coin is influenced by several key factors, and the condition of the coin is one of the most important. A coin that has been well preserved, free from scratches, wear, or discoloration, will generally be worth more than one that shows signs of heavy use. For example, a 1979 Washington quarter in mint condition, graded MS-65 or higher, is much more valuable than a coin that has been circulated extensively. The mint mark on the 1979 Washington quarter is also crucial in determining its value. The United States Mint produces coins in different locations, each identified by a unique mint mark. The 1979 Washington quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The D mint mark indicates a coin produced in Denver, the S mint mark shows a coin made in San Francisco, and a coin with no mint mark was struck in Philadelphia. While the Philadelphia version is the most common, the Denver and San Francisco coins can be rarer, depending on their production numbers and condition. However, the true value of the 1979 Washington quarter doesn't just lie in its mint mark or condition. In the world of coin collecting, error coins are some of the most prized finds. Coins can sometimes be struck incorrectly due to issues during the minting process, and these errors make them unique and highly valuable. Common errors in coins include double strikes, misalignments, or missing features. A 1979 Washington quarter that has an error, whether it's a double die or an off-center strike, could be worth far more than its normal counterpart. These mistakes can make a coin incredibly desirable, as error coins are rare and can't be replicated. Now, imagine finding a 1979 Washington quarter that fits all the criteria of a valuable coin. One in perfect condition, with a rare mint mark or an error that makes it stand out. Such a coin would be considered a true gem in the eyes of a coin collector. And the price tag for these rare finds? It could be shocking. While most of the 1979 Washington quarters are still circulating and are valued at just 25 cents, a select few have been sold for amounts that are truly staggering. For example, a 1979 Washington quarter with the right combination of condition, rarity, and error was sold for an incredible sum of $76,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $76,000 for a quarter that, in some cases, might have once been spent on a candy bar or cup of coffee. This just goes to show that, sometimes, the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value. A coin that was minted and used in everyday transactions can end up being a rare treasure if it has the right characteristics. So, the next time you find yourself holding a 1979 Washington quarter, take a moment to inspect it closely. Is it in pristine condition? Does it have a unique mint mark? Could it possibly be an error coin? If it is, you may just have a small fortune sitting right in your hand. Coins like the 1979 Washington quarter are a reminder that the value of money isn't always determined by what's printed on it. Sometimes, the real worth comes from the rarity, history, and the stories behind the coin. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon one of these rare coins, you could be holding a piece of history that's worth far more than its face value. After all, it's not every day that you come across a coin worth $76,000. Top 4. The United States has a rich history that is not only captured in the monuments and landmarks, but also in the coins that have passed through generations of hands. Among the many coins that have represented the country, the Washington quarter stands out as one of the most iconic and long-standing pieces of American currency. First introduced in 1932, This coin features the likeness of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The Washington quarter has seen many versions over the years, but today, we're focusing on the 1997 Washington quarter and why this coin could be worth far more than its face value. The Washington quarter from 1997, while seemingly ordinary at first glance, is part of a long tradition of quarters that are more than just currency. Over the years, the design has remained largely the same, with George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The simple yet powerful design has become a symbol of American strength, unity, and pride. But, as with many coins, not all 1997 Washington quarters are created equal, and some can be worth significantly more than others. The primary factor that influences the value of any coin is its rarity. In 1997, the United States Mint produced a large number of quarters, which means that the majority of these coins are still relatively easy to find today. But rarity is not the only thing that matters when it comes to determining value. The condition of the coin plays an essential role as well. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is worth much more than one that has been worn down by years of circulation. A 1997 Washington quarter that is graded in mint condition, free from scratches, discoloration, and wear, will naturally command a higher price on the market. Another key factor in determining the value of a 1997 Washington quarter is its mint mark. Mint marks are used to indicate where the coin was produced, and in 1997, quarters were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The D mint mark stands for coins produced in Denver, while the S mint mark indicates coins struck in San Francisco. If a coin has no mint mark, it was struck in Philadelphia. While all of these coins are relatively common, certain mint marks may be rarer than others depending on production numbers, which can influence the coin's overall value. But what really makes the 1997 Washington quarter stand out to collectors and investors are the rare error coins. Error coins occur when something goes wrong in the minting process, resulting in a coin with a mistake. These mistakes can range from misaligned dies to double strikes or missing design elements. Error coins are highly sought after in the world of numismatics because they are one-of-a-kind pieces that cannot be replicated. If you happen to come across a 1997 Washington quarter with an error, it could very well be worth significantly more than the standard quarter. Imagine finding a 1997 Washington quarter in flawless condition, with a rare mint mark, and perhaps even an error that makes it unique. Such a coin would be an absolute gem for any collector. The value of these special coins can far exceed what you might expect for a typical coin. While most of the 1997 quarters are still in circulation and worth just 25 cents, there have been some remarkable examples that have sold for prices that are truly staggering. In fact, one particular 1997 Washington quarter, with the right combination of rarity and condition, has been known to fetch a jaw-dropping price. Believe it or not, a well-preserved, error-free coin from 1997 was sold for a staggering $56,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $56,000 for a quarter. This incredible sum is a testament to how the value of certain coins can skyrocket based on factors like rarity, condition, and even the occasional minting error. So, what does this mean for you? The next time you find a 1997 Washington quarter in your pocket change, take a closer look. Is it in excellent condition? Does it have a rare mint mark? Could it possibly be an error coin? If you spot any of these qualities, you might just have a valuable collector's item in your hands. The 1997 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and condition can come together to create something much more valuable than its original purpose. It's a reminder that, sometimes, the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone just starting to explore the world of numismatics, coins like the 1997 Washington quarter are a great reminder of the hidden treasures that can be found in the most unexpected places. So, if you ever come across a 1997 Washington quarter that looks a little different, or one that is in perfect condition, don't be quick to dismiss it. You might just be holding a piece of history worth $56,000. Keep your eyes peeled and your mind open. Who knows what valuable coins are hiding in your spare change? Top 5. We're going to explore a particular year's coin, the Washington quarter from 1993, and uncover how this seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth a small fortune. The design of the Washington quarter is iconic and has remained largely unchanged over the years. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the profile of George Washington, created by artist John Flanagan. On the reverse side, an eagle spreads its wings, symbolizing the strength and freedom of the United States. While the design itself has remained constant, the story of each coin minted is far from the same. Some coins, like the 1993 Washington quarter, hold unique qualities that make them more valuable than you might expect. To understand the value of the 1993 Washington quarter, let's first take a look at the key factors that determine a coin's worth. As with most collectible coins, rarity is one of the most important considerations. In 1993, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Washington quarters, meaning that the coin is still fairly common in circulation today. However, rarity is just one part of the equation. The condition of the coin is equally significant. When determining the value of a coin, collectors and numismatists often refer to a grading system that ranks the condition of the coin. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they show little to no signs of wear or damage, are worth significantly more than those that have been heavily circulated. A 1993 Washington quarter in excellent condition, with no scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear, is considered far more valuable than a coin that has been through years of use. Coins in mint condition are graded on a scale from MS60 to MS70, with MS70 being a perfect coin. Another important factor that can affect the value of the 1993 Washington quarter is its mint mark. The mint mark indicates where the coin was produced, and in 1993, Washington quarters were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from these mints are marked with different letters: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark for Philadelphia. The quantity and distribution of these mint marks can influence the rarity and value of the coin, with some mint marks being rarer than others. However, it's not just the condition and mint mark that can make a 1993 Washington quarter valuable. Error coins are another major factor that collectors keep an eye out for. Errors during the minting process can result in coins with unusual characteristics, such as misprints, double strikes, or off-center designs. These error coins are highly sought after in the world of coin collecting because they are unique and cannot be reproduced. A 1993 Washington quarter with a noticeable minting error could be worth significantly more than a regular coin from that year. Now, let's get to the real question. How much can a 1993 Washington quarter be worth? While most 1993 quarters are still circulating and valued at just 25 cents, there have been some extraordinary examples that have commanded impressive sums at auction. A particular 1993 Washington quarter, in impeccable condition with the right combination of rarity and uniqueness, was recently sold for an eye-popping amount. One such coin went for the unbelievable sum of $64,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $64,000 for a single quarter. This staggering price is a testament to the power of rarity, condition, and the right combination of factors that can elevate a coin's value to incredible heights. The 1993 Washington quarter proves that sometimes the most ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary value, particularly when they are well-preserved, rare, or feature unique characteristics. So, the next time you find a 1993 Washington quarter in your pocket or spare change, don't just brush it off. Take a closer look. Is it in perfect condition? Does it have an interesting mint mark? Could it be an error coin? If so, you may have just discovered a hidden treasure worth far more than its face value. Coins like the 1993 Washington quarter remind us that the value of currency isn't always about what's printed on it. History, rarity, and condition can turn an ordinary coin into a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just beginning to explore the world of numismatics, it's always worth checking your change. After all, you never know when you might be holding a coin worth $64,000.